I found out over the weekend that someone that I knew died. Um, I mean, I guess I could call him a friend. It's funny. I was thinking recently, like what defines friend, right? Like whom do I call a friend? Whom do I not call a friend? I think the circle of people that I'm calling friends is broadening. Um, not just because my relationships with those people are deepening, but also because I don't know, it feels good to call somebody a friend. Um, this was somebody that, I knew and had gotten to know over the last 3 years, but I didn't really feel like I knew him deeply. And, um, and so it was a shock to hear that he had passed. A group of us got an email on Saturday, and um, I was kind of numb. And actually, I mean, I'm sad, um, but I think I'm still processing what what it is that I feel. And one of the first thoughts that came into my mind when I read the email was that I was not shocked. And the reason for that is that the last few times I had seen him, this is a guy who was, he was a few years older than me, so like early 50s. Um, he wasn't in shape. I don't think he took good care of himself. He was, not obese, maybe a little bit overweight. Um, Drank a fair amount, smoked cigarettes. So just, I don't think he exercised that much. Just didn't take very good care of himself. Um, and then all of a sudden, I think there was like maybe a few months or something when I didn't see him, and then all of a sudden I saw him, and he was very thin, and and he didn't look good. It wasn't like a good thin, like he went to the gym and got in shape. It was like he looked ill. Um, and what he told people was that he had gone on a diet, changed his diet, and lost weight. And I, you know, I basically took him at his word. Or I don't know if I took him at his word, but I didn't feel comfortable saying anything to him. And I don't know exactly what I would have said. Maybe just pulled him aside and asked him if he was okay. Um, but I didn't feel like we had that kind of relationship. And if I had had a crystal ball and I knew that you know I wouldn't be seeing him ever again in a few months, I probably would have behaved differently. But I mean, there's also a reason he didn't tell anybody. Which, and I don't know. I mean, I don't think his death was sudden. I mean, in the sense that I think he knew that he was ill, and I think his family knew. It's not like he, was fine, went to bed, and then, you know, next morning he was gone. I think, the people who were closest to him knew that, something was happening. Um, so, I assume that he intentionally didn't tell people, because he wanted to keep it close, and maybe he didn't want to, you know, just be the object of people's sympathy. Um, or maybe he thought life would continue. I mean, I don't know. So I'm kind of torn between, you know, being a little upset with him for not telling people because I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him, and and admiring him for keeping it to himself because you know you know I think there's an honor in that. Like if he just wanted to live out the rest of his days and not you know like not make that an issue for people. um, I think there's a quiet honor in that. um, but I do wish I had said something to him because at least we would have had the conversation. We just you know it would have been, and I don't know what he would have said to me. Who knows? um, but I guess the bottom line is I wish I had had a chance to say goodbye to him, and maybe I can still say goodbye to him in my own way. But it's so sudden, and it was like he was really just on the cusp of like someone I felt like that I knew but didn't really know well. And we had just kind of started working together on some volunteer stuff, so I thought we would be getting to know each other better. Um, so I think my feelings about it will continue to evolve. Um, there's a couple emails in my inbox, like the organization that we were a part of sent out multiple emails to different groups of people announcing his passing, and I still haven't opened all the emails. I don't want to read them yet. Um, so um, so we'll see what continues to come up.